Hey guys, just a reminder to please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the content I create. It really helps. And we're gonna get right into drawing. Today I'm doing some Lil Uzi Vert and Future artwork. They just dropped their album Pluto and Baby Pluto. Doing some artwork inspired by it. I heard rumors of it dropping from, like fan pages and stuff earlier in the week, and I thought it was just going to be a single. So I was going to do some quick artwork based off of it. And then eventually they revealed the official album cover. And personally, I'm not a massive fan of how it looks, the album cover. I think for Lil Uzi Vert, it's a bit of a letdown. Normally he kind of knocks it out of the park with the covers. And I thought to myself, you don't like the cover, Kyle. Why not see if you could do any better? And I really, sort of just wanted to take the original cover and almost do like a remastered version of it, where you have a Lil Uzi Vert and Future as the astronauts, visibly sort of floating there. And personally, I think it turned out okay. I'm not like thrilled with it, and I'm not saying like, oh, it's so much better than the original, because I don't think it is. I think the original definitely has some aspects to it that I think are cool. I think the color pattern is awesome. I just wish they had maybe used, an original image of some sort, because they used like a stock photo, and while I think sometimes that can be cool, I do think, knowing Uzi and knowing Future, I think they could have come up with something more creative, in my opinion. But I'm pretty happy with how my version came out. And obviously going for a bit more of an animated look, sort of anime cartoon inspired thing going on here. And I think this is like the second time I've ever drawn Future. I think the one other time was in 2018 when him and Juice WRLD dropped World on Drugs, and I drew him and Juice WRLD like flying in some spaceship or whatever. And that, I remember when that album dropped. I could go on a whole tangent. I have a lot of memories of that time. That was when Juice WRLD was really popping up into the scene and stuff, and I remember drawing him then, and this is like the second time I've drawn him, so. And Uzi I've drawn plenty of times now. Just because I think his persona and the character he goes with almost when he releases his albums is so easy to sort of latch onto, and is almost, anime-y and cartoon-inspired, that it's so easy to come up with artwork for it, he's outer space, he's like an alien, and he talks about how much he loves anime, so it's really easy to get inspired with it, right? Same thing with like someone like Travis Scott. When he dropped Astroworld, it was sort of a moment where he, built up all this hype and this sort of theme around the album, even visually. So for someone like me that likes to create visual artwork and visual characters, it's really easy to go with. Where sometimes I think with other rappers, you have to sort of look at their lyrics and the feelings of their songs and sort of draw that based off of that. But those are just my 2 cents, I guess, sort of on the album cover and the inspiration of the drawing. Now, even the astronaut suits that they're in, the color theme is inspired by the original album cover, with this sort of, I don't know how you call it, like a light green and a deeper navy blue sort of, as their spacesuit. I put the little keyhole symbol on Uzi's suit as a little reference to Eternal Atake, which just dropped earlier this year. And I'm just going in shading now, just sort of figuring out how the suit's going to be wrinkling and stuff like that. Now I'm going into future here, just putting some flat colors in. This is normally how I do my shading and stuff. I just put flats and then I go back in and shade it. I know when I do traditional artwork, well, I still sort of do traditional artwork here and there, but when I used to do a lot, I would actually go in with like gray markers almost and do a whole like gray scale over the drawing and then just go in basically with one color per section, for instance, right? Like I do his whole face in grays and then go in with like a brown or whole body or suit in grays, and then I go in with, you know, the blue and the green. That's not really how I do it with digital artwork, at least. And obviously now I'm putting in the background. Like I said, you can see me, I even had the picture up. Very much so inspired by the original album cover there. Now I'm just sort of going in, finishing touches, extra shading, you know, messing around with the lights and darks. I'm adding some sparkles around them. And eventually it's going to be done, you know. This, compared to my other drawings, wasn't, you know, too complex. I sort of whipped it up as soon as I saw that they were releasing the album. So did it pretty quickly, but pretty happy with how it turned out. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment if you have any thoughts. If you want me to draw something in particular, if you want some, I don't know, advice on how to use, you know, a program I'm using or something like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed. And see you guys in the next video.